Hello. So in our last video, what we did was we looked at a basic if statement, which is a conditional statement and allows the program to branch to different things. An if statement is always set up where we have if, and then we have what's called a Boolean expression. A Boolean expression is an expression that evaluates to true or false. If it's true, so this is a conditional code block which enters if Boolean expression is true. So basically, if this Boolean expression evaluates to true, we enter the conditional code block, which can be as many lines as we want. There are 6 basic comparators we want to familiarize ourselves with: equivalent, not equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So we wrote a really simple program here, which is really kind of has no meaning whatsoever. And essentially it says, I take 2 inputs, A and B, and then I check if the sum of them is 7. So right now I only have a condition if we add to 7. Well, maybe I want to print out something where I say it's false. And what I can do is I can add to an if statement what's called an else statement. So an else statement must always be connected to an if statement. Because an else statement tells the program what to do if the Boolean expression is false. So in this case, again, kind of silly example, if a plus b is 7, we print this is true. And let's actually print a plus b equals 7. Right? Because now we're just suppose saying this is true, that's what it's going to print. So what I want to do now is this is going to be the same thing, but this is going to be the case when a plus b is not 7. So if I take this now, put it back there, and we're going to say a plus b is not equal to 7. And again, that exclamation mark is not. So if I run this now, and put number 1, if I put 1, then I put 6. 1 plus 6 equals 7. If I run this again, and I put 7 and 1, 7 plus 1 is not equal to 7. So what an else statement is it's simply a catch-all that you can connect to an if statement, and it catches all the other situations. So it's kind of like if you want to include a default message. So I'm going to check this. If this is true, we're going to go in there, else we run that. Now what we want to really stress here, again, this is my end of else code block, is that, again, we can have as many lines of code as we want inside the if. We can have as many lines of code as we want inside the else. But what we can't do is we can't do this. This is an error. And the reason why it's an error is because, notice, I have inserted some code in between my if and my else. My else statement must be directly attached to an if. If it's not attached to an if, then I'm going to have an error because it's going to say else what. So this is the false situation, but you don't have a true situation to connect that to. I hope that video helped, and as always, please feel free to ask any questions.